Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Tiffany Rosario, and I here to read movie Big. Chapter 1 My story begins. He is out there in the ocean, but he is here too, in my dream. Always in my dream. He will never leave me. He is whiter than the first beautiful snow in winter, whiter than the star in the sky on a work summer night. But he brings only that he is Moby Dick, the white whale. My name is Ishmael, and this is my story. I a sailor and I work on different ships. I love my life on the ocean. It's sometimes dangerous, but never boring. I leave sand when I'm not on a ship. One never day I thought I want to work on sorry. I want to work on whaler ship. Why did I want to be whaler? I can't tell you. The life of whaler is very dangerous. The men are away from their jobs and the family for years. Many never come back. Their wives wait wait at the young. They stand and look at the ocean with sad, sad eyes. But I went to visit exciting new places, and I wanted to the UALs. The first American whalers sailed from the town of Nantucket, so I went there too. I arrived arrived on a cold, dark night and looked for a room. I was tired, so I went into the first place. The main saint drank and talked lightly. A lunch man with a red face stood behind the bar. Do you have a room for tonight? I asked Jim. Our, our rooms are full, he did me. The me, I'm here for Julie's ship. I'll have to put you in a room. I'd quickly the GS night and looked around around at the other men. Just quickly, where is G? I asked how he's a whaler. He's out now, but he'll be back later, said the man. Then he smiled ahead, and the other man laughed loudly. I didn't understand, but I was very tired, so I the went to the room and got into bed. I fell asleep very quickly. A noise outside the door woke me up. I opened my eyes, but I didn't speak. The door opened and a man came in. It was dark, so I couldn't see him well. He lit a fire in the fireplace. When I saw him in the light of the fire, I sat up. He was a huge man and very, very ugly. He had black lines over his face and body, and almost no hair of his head. He wore a straight skirt and no ordinary clothes. The huge man suddenly jumped onto my bed. Help! My shouted help. The barman ran in. Stop! Quick, when this my wants a bed for tonight. He's asleep here. He turned to me. This is quick, when the latest whaler on the ocean. Don't be afraid, he won't hurt you. Hurt you. He laughed and left us. After he left, we were very quiet. I am sorry, I said. I too quick, said his English was slow and careful. We began to talk and we couldn't stop. Quick went listen to my life story and I listened to his. He came from Kokoboko, a long way away, way away in the Pacific Ocean. He had a good life because his father was an important man, but quick out into is the world, so he left his young and late away is his small boat. A whaling ship found him and Jim work quick when was strong and quick, so he was a fine whaler, and now he never went home. When the morning came, we were kind friends. Quick stood and up and shouted, "You will find us a whaler ship today. You and I will sail around the world. And do you know something?" He was right. Quick knew because he could see the future. I learned his later he was a strange and wonderful new friend. Chapter 2. We find our ship. That morning I looked around. Nantucket for a good whale, whaling, whaling ship. I'd stop looking when I saw the pink wood. It was tall and strong. Its wood was dark from many years on the welling oceans. I went out of the ship. A man sat at the table with a big boot in front of him. He, he wore a look back coat and a big baggy hat. He didn't smile. This is a fine ship, and I want to go whaling. Sorry. This is a fine ship, and I want to go whaling with you. Where do I write my name? Captain? Captain? I scan happily. I nod the captain. Ahab is sick. He's down below. I Starbuck. I you whaler whaler whaler. He sucked. No, but I a good sailor. I is as what you can ask the captains of my other ship. I not interesting in your captains and your ships. He said, sailors is not a whaling. Whaling is a hard life. You'll be away from half for you, years. Many years. The work is difficult. You have to be strong and fat, and eat very dangerous. I want to lead, and I want to see the world, I said. Oh, you'll see the world, and you'll see more good and bad, some very bad things. He looked at me for a minute, then he spoke again. I tell you about whaling. Captain have has only outlet. And do you know why? Because a whale took his or other leg. A horse whale took it off. I said nothing. What could I say? So you want to be a whaler on captain? Have a ship? Can you look into the eye of a whale? Can you stand in front? Is it issued my sorrow? Your how I come and I will. I shouting. I am not afraid. I am a good sailor. You'll see. This is my life, and I. He stopped me and turned the big book around. Write your name here. He said his eyes were tired. Thank you, you won't be sorry, and said, bond forehead, my words. He answered, I have a friend. He's a good whaler. I said, we'll see. Bring him tomorrow. Tomorrow, I said, Starbuck. Uh, quake, 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 quake. And I went to pick what a net day. The men on the ship laughed at this huge, ugly, ugly man. Quick didn't say anything. He looked down at the water from the ship. Then he turns and stopped to me. Do you see that bird? Yes, asked the men looked, but they couldn't see anything. Dirk said quickly. The men looked carefully this time and saw a small dead bird a long way away on the water. That bird is a whale, he said quickly. He threw his harpoon and hit the bird. Now that whale, sorry, and now that whale is dead, he said. The men were quite quiet. Quicken was better than every other man that ship, and so the pig would have to newt whalers. We went to our room and got our thing, and old man stopped us on the street before we got back to pig work. Are you sailing out, Cap Ahab? Do you know Jim? He asked. Yes, we're sailing with him. He's sick now, but we'll meet him later. I asked. Sick? He shouting. Yes, he's a sick man. He's the devil. And who are you? And who are you? I asked. Elijah, he answered. Why do you say the about Captain Ahab? Men say that he's a good whaler. Sorry. He knows the ocean. They right as with the man quietly. His eyes then he they're big and wild. But he's the devil. I sail with him. I know, and his men are the devil helpers. He looked at me a trifle. He only has one leg. Do you know Captain Ahab's story? I suddenly, I suddenly felt afraid. Of course we do, I said. I turned to quicken, cut my friends. I said, let's leave this crazy old monk, and we went meekly to the ship. We sailed on a Christmas morning. Captain, uh, Captain Elhab didn't cap up and meet the whalers, whalers, but every night we heard him. He walked down, up and down. One night we had a stand back, speak, please, Captain, stop. Uh, your waking your men up. No, I can't sleep. So my men out sleep. They can't think of whale, whale in their beds. That whale that their job shouted Captain Ahab. I saw sort of Elijah's hours, the devil, the devil's helpers were the men on the pig. What they sorry, um, were the men on the pig out. The devil. There was unhappy Starbuck. Then there was a stab. He was very different. He always up and told funny stories. From my bed, I looked around at my neighbors. Bildad, Tash, Tego, Dagu, Bildad, sorry, Bildad, Tash, Tego, Dagu, Flash, Maxman, and the other whaler. They were from many different countries and have interesting story. They weren't all men, but they were devil who were camper have devils. Chapter 3. Captain Ahab story. For 3 weekends, Captain Ahab stayed below the one day. Suddenly he was there in front of, of us. He was a sing man, but he was strong. He had a hard face with lines on it from years of sun and wind. His hair was green. His hair was grey and wild, wild. His was were back. There I saw it. his while while band leg, and only white light ran down from the top of his head. Did it go down to his feet? Who or what did that to him? What find did he lose so badly? He stood and looked at us with angry eyes. What do you do when you see whale? He suddenly shout, sir. As with the man. Good. Look at this. He showed us some gold. I went I went one whale, a white whale. One of will you will see this whale whale first that my whale went this gold. We stood we stood quietly quietly wh- whales whalers don't make much money. We sat about the gold. We could buy a lot of nice things with it. You'll know him when you see Jim, said Captain Ahab. He the biggest whale in the oceans. I saw this whale, whale said Quiquent to me. He is the mount, very big, very strong. I bought my harpoon in him. His hat. I will wait. I have to find this whale. I will find him. Shouting, Captain Ahab, are you taking bound my big? Asked Taxigo. Yes. And when Captain Ahab moved to your left, said Starbuck quietly. Captain sounded angrily at Starbuck. Yes, he took my leave. He took my leg. He took half of me. My white half among ants. Moby Dick will pay for this. I follow him to South America, to Africa. I'll follow him to the ends of the world. I see Jim dead. He turned to the other whalers. Are you with me, men? Yes, they shouted. They were excited. They saw the god. They shouted and laughed. Only Starbuck stood quiet. His face was as dark as the kind before it rains. What's your problem? Captain Ahab asked him angrily. That he is smile is too dangerous. Is that the problem? I'm not afraid of dangerous work. As went Starbucks by I work for whale whale sorry, but I work for whale oil. I fought whales for their oil for money. You hate the whale was much oil that bring you have much money. How much money? When I quit Moby Dick, I'll be rich in here, shouted Captain Ahab, and he hit his body with his hat. He turned and started to walk away. Are you need to follow this animal because it won a fight with you? It's wrong. This crazy shouted Starbuck when he worked this captain. I have told only Carpen I have told on his bone leg. He was very angry. He was very angry now and he shouted Starbucks face. This whale is evil. Do you understand? White is the color of ice and ice take a strong ship down under the water. What is the color of a man's eyes when he caps it? White is the color of the man. What is evil and this whale is evil. He laughing at me. I'll only be grey man. This evil is dead. Dead? The color left Starbucks' face. He was the loser of the finds and the captain. I have knew it. Drink. There's the movie Dick. He shouted. Later that say night the men were as asleep and the ship was away out quiet. I was outside. Quint peep the little goodbye. We have to put water out for the next days. Wailing Lisa said Pip. Can you hear that? I hear men. The whalers were at the other end of the ship. There was nobody there. I don't hear anything. I said, I don't hear anything. I said, this is ocean Pip. It's planes weighs with. I answered. I answered. I have good ears, said Pip. He was angry with me and walked away. I watched him go. Then I sat and looked up at the stars and dreamed of the white whale, whale at dreams of worlds. Chapter 4. Whales shouted, testicle from the top of the ship while Captain Ahab came quickly with the boat. He shouted. The whale sent a shower of water up into the sky. Suddenly, five men came up from below and stood by Captain Ahab. Their faces were dark, and they had long black hair. They they wore strange white pants and no shirt or shoes. One of the men was older. He was darkened and only half tooth. He wears a straight white hat, so so queens couldn't see his hair. His black eyes could only at Captain Ahab. This were Captain Ahab, Devil's Fedalas, wow, Captain Ahab shouted to this man. Siri, a small boat went down on the water. Captain Ahab men came to in their boat. His men were strong and their boat quickly sailed in front of ours. I dared to peep. I understand now. These are the men you heard them speaking before. I told you. Pip shouted back. Stop talking, and Row shouted stop from the back. Do you think this is the party? Stop always shouted at us. But we were never friends of him. He always had a smile on his face. Starbuck was the captain of our small boat. He didn't to talk to us, but we heard him haze quietly. Who are those men? Who are those men? What Captain Ahab doing? Captain Ahab shouted to his down from the pickles, but his men only have ears for Fredala. Their eyes never left Fredala's face, and their boat went faster and faster. This was my first whale. Maybe whales kid is. I thought I was excited. Every whaler was excited, but quite weren't quite we afraid because our heads were full on money, only gold. The sky suddenly turned dark with rain back. We didn't go back. We have town. We can wheel a whale before the heavy rain comes, said Starbuck. Quick, Queen, Quicken stood ready with har- his harpoon in the front of our boat. Suddenly, the whale was there, away it came up out of the water under our boat. Men and captains went everywhere. Then heavy rain came in minutes. Our boat was full of water. Strong winds took our sails down the whale left of and sound down into the dark water. Father saw time the wind stop. We went as they turned tonight. We couldn't see anything. Where where we where we sorry where were where were the other boats? The men weren't angry with Starbuck. The weather can play ways with the best failures. More hours came and went. We were wet, tired, and afraid. We saw a large bag since in the water, and it's the whale, whale, away. No. It was the piquant back the men couldn't see us. It's going to hit us, shouted stop. We jumped homes into the ocean and began to shout for help. When the men on the piquant heard us, they put ropes down then they helps us onto the ship. The other men were the captain Ahab meant to. They turned back when they didn't see the white whale. Chapter 5. We fought and killed many whales fatter that first night. But our work didn't finish when we killed them. We then had to climb down onto the dead quail, quail and cut off the fat. We would have to work quickly because sharks can't for the quail meat. Sharks could eat a whale in one bite, and some of these whales were almost as big as our ship. Quick cut of large squares of fat and pulled these squares onto the ship. This was a long, hard job. It was also there the dangerous because sharks swam ar- around us. We then caught the fat and made only when 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 the only was ready we put it into bad route. Oil weight of us side and made us warm. We could sell it to pips, pilps around, around the world. O- oil was ours money, but did this make Captain Ahab happy? No, the money wasn't important to him. He only thought about Moby Dick. He could only hate the stood for hours on the ship in the rain, in the snow, and look at the ocean when on the other ship went past. He didn't ask the who are who are you? Do you want help? He only asked, the, did you see the one whale? All day, one day, we met the albatross. It was an it trip home. After 4 long years on the ocean, the ship and its whalers looked ready for home. The men were tired and seeing queen large hung- hungry eyes. The wind was strong that day, so the albatross couldn't come near us, but the captain cap, captain put his hand up and smiled. Captain Ahab shouted from the pequot, did you see the white whale? The captain shouted his answer, but the wind carried his world away. Captain Ahab put his hands behind his ear, but he couldn't hear the captain. Ah, this wind! He shouted, listen. Tell people at home Queen are sailing around the world. We'll bring back the teeth of the devil quail. S- S- Starbuck stood and watched. Captain Ahab is he for wenting is white and shines and hot? He said to me, white and child. I asked the captain, I have really have a family? Oh yes, his family is waiting for him, said Starbuck, and my family waiting for me every day. My wife Mary takes our son to the beach. They look at the ocean. They'll see our sails all day. I thought about the other men on our ship. How many of these may have families? How did they leave behind then went on the hailing ships? Who went stand for them? Nobody's waiting for me. I thought I want the wife and child. I like to walk home to them. After they nothing childish, Captain I have always of their ship bound the wind whale whale whale. Some captain knew about Moby Dick. Some laugh at Captain Ahab. Moby Dick is only a whaler's story, nothing more, they said. Then one day we met the Samuel and Derby. The ocean was quiet, and the Captain Booming, came onto our ship. He was a friendly man and smiled at us. He only had an arm. Did movie dictate? Sorry. Did movie dictate or arm? Captain, I have, I have asking a Kate Stanley. Yes, I lost my art to the white whale. The captain answered. Captain, I have say it up. He was happy. Come with me. The white devil will pay for your aunt and my let. He shouted happily. Oh no, I captured the captain answered. One arm is better than no arms or legs. I want my life. I think I leave Moby Dick in the ocean. Leave Jim. Shouting the shouting Captain Ahab. He turned his back to Captain Boomer for a minute. Then he turned around and shouted at him. Get off my ship. For a frighting, I not afraid. I'll find Moby Dick. I look June in the eye. I'll kill him. The smile left Captain Boomer's face. I hope for your men that you never find Moby Dick, and without another word, he left our ship.